So last week we started a new module, and what was it? It was graph theory, right? So first we saw various terms, basic terms related to graph theory. What were those? Do you remember? So there were nodes, branches, then we had planar graph, non-planar graph, then rank of a graph, connected graph, and finally the most important was tree, right? So we first constructed a graph, then from the graph we constructed a tree. And what you have to remember regarding drawing a tree from a graph, there some properties are there which should be satisfied, right? Then we also drew a co-tree. Then we went to next lecture. In the last week we went to matrices used in graph theory. So first was incidence matrix, then we had complete incidence matrix, reduced incidence matrix. Then we saw a number of possible trees of a graph, right? So if you have not seen this, just see the previous videos. So then finally we saw in the last lecture loop matrix or circuit matrix. So I'll just revise it. I'll not write the definition. So I'll just show the graph and we'll draw the matrix. So this is the usual standard graph we have made. We are using for understanding almost everything. So these were the orientations we used. These were the nodes, right? So this is what we are trying. We are trying to draw a loop matrix. So we need to identify loops, right? So how many loops are there? We saw in the last lecture there were 7 loops. So loop 1, I can take this one. So it is what? 1, 2, 3. So loop 1 is 1, 2, 3. Then we have loop 2. What is it? We can take this. So 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. Then loop 3. We can take this. So 2, 4, 6. Right? So 2, 4, 6. Right? So on we can do. I'll not make the complete matrix. I'll write the first 3 rows in. And what is the size of the matrix? So when a graph is given, what will be the size? It will be a rectangular matrix of order B columns, right? B indicates what? Branches. And the rows will be what? As the number of loops, right? So this is what we discussed in the last lecture. That was last week, right? So how we constructed the matrix? First we draw the loops which are given in this direction, and we draw the branches which are given in this direction. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we had done 7 loops are there for this. I'll draw the first 3, right? And how we defined it? So we said it is 0. So we always start with 0 for any matrix because it is simple. So Bij, the value is 0 if branch J is not in loop I, right? So how many branches are there here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that also you have to write. I forgot, right? So branch J is not in loop I. So loop 1. Which branches are not in loop 1? 1, 2, 3 are there. So 4, 5, 6 are not there, right? So 4, 5, 6 should be 0 directly, right? Similarly for loop 2, 3, 4, 5 are there. So 1, 2, 6 should be 0. So 1, 2, 6. Then for loop 3, 1, 3, 5. 1, 3, 5. So 1, 3, 5. Right? Next, what we do? Just my 1 and minus 1 is remaining. So the value of it is 1 if branch J is in loop I and the orientations coincide. Now we don't have to check if the branch J is in loop I because we have already seen these are not. So obviously now the case remains what? Branch J is in loop I for 1 and minus 1. So just see if orientations coincide, right? So will we see that? So this is what loop 1. So this is my loop 1, 1, 2, 3. So this is my loop 1, right? So we had assumed clockwise current. So if you take clockwise currents, 2 and 3 are 1, right? So 2, 3 will be 1 and branch 1 will be obviously remaining, which is minus 1, right? So then again clockwise. So branch 5, only branch 5 is in the same direction. So branch 5 is 1. So rest should be minus 1. Then loop 3 is this. So again clockwise direction, 6 and 4 branch are in clockwise. So 1 and this is what is remaining? 2 minus 1, right? So similarly you can complete the matrix. So then finally what we'll do? We'll draw the matrix. This is not a matrix, remember. This we have constructed the heart of the matrix. So it is denoted by BA. So then you can draw the matrix. Right? So let's continue further. I just revised it because we required for the new matrices. So the next matrix is fundamental circuit, which is called as tie set. Okay. So now for this we again require what are links. So what are links? So first let me tell you what is a fundamental circuit tie set matrix. So whenever a graph is given, let's say this is the graph again. So I'll take the same graph. These are the nodes 1, 2, 3, 4. This is branch 2, this is branch 4, this is branch 6, this is branch 1, this is branch 3, this is branch 5. Yes, right. So a graph will already be given to you for drawing the fundamental circuit or tie set matrix. So when a graph is given, what you have to do? You have to first select a tree and remove all the links. So if I am selecting a tree, let's say I select the tree which is this. So tree should have how many branches? Remember, there is a property, right? So first thing, it should contain all nodes of the graph. So it is containing all nodes of the graph, right? And if there are n number of nodes in the graph, there are n minus 1 branches in the tree. So how many nodes are there? 4 nodes. So there should be 3 branches. So I have 3 branches, right? And they should not contain any loops. So it is not containing any loops, right? So it is satisfying the properties of a tree. So this can qualify as a tree. So again, what are the nodes? First I'll draw the branches. This is branch 2, this is branch 4, this is branch 3. So what are the nodes? This is node 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So now, so when a graph is given, I draw the tree, right? And I have not drawn any links, right? Don't draw the links, right? So this is first my tree. So keep the tree only. Next, what you do? Assign, how many links are there? There are 3 links, right? B minus of n minus 1. So B is 6. N is how much? 4. So B minus n plus 1. So 6 minus 4, 2 plus 1, 3. So 3 links are there, right? So obviously we should have, this is the 3 links, right? So when you draw one link at a time, that forms this tie set or fundamental circuit. Okay. So what I mean is, you again draw the tree. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And this is 2, 4, 3, right? So if this is one of the link, this is the link, right? So if I draw it in this way, this is what branch number 1, right? So this is what I have drawn link for this tree. So this is then called as F circuit or tie set. So like this, how many links are there? This can also be a link, this can also be a link, right? So you can draw it again here. So it will be somewhat like this, right? I am not drawing that. So how many tie sets will be there? 3. So how many tie sets are there? So number of tie sets for a graph equal to what? Number of links. And what are the number of links? B minus n plus 1. We have seen in last week, right? So this is how we draw a fundamental circuit or tie set. And what will be the orientation? It will be the orientation, you have to write whether it is plus 1, minus 1 or 0, right? So that will be given by the orientation of the link, right? So how are you assuming the current? Here we used it to be and clockwise, we assumed it. But here we cannot assume. You have to take the orientation of the link. Means the orientation of the loop current when you will write the matrix is like this, right? So let's first write what are the tie sets. So we have how many tie sets now? 3. So tie set 1. What is it? 1, 2, 3 branch. So 1, 2, 3. Similarly, I left tie set 2, tie set 3. So what will be tie set 2? It will be like this. So this won't be there. So this is what branch 5, right? So I have to take this orientation, remember, right? So branch 5, 4 and 3. So 3, 4, 5, right? So first we write the branch of the link. So 5, then 3, then 4. Similarly, finally we left this link. So this won't be there, this. So this is 6, then 6, 2, 4. Sorry. So 6, 2, 4. So then how to write the matrix? So again, we write tie sets will give number of rows and branches will give number of columns. So 1, 2, 3, there are 6 branches, right? 6 branches, and how many tie sets are there? 3, right? So let's see for the first tie set. So I'll draw it here. So what was the orientation? This was 1, this was branch 2, this was branch 3, right? So what orientation I have to take? Like this, right? So branch 1 is in the same direction, only branch 1 is in the same direction, right? So this will be 1. So branch 2 and 3 are in opposite direction, so -1. These are not concerned, so these are 0, right? So again tie set 2. So tie set 2 will be what? I'll draw it here now. So link 5 is replaced. So this is my link 5. So it looks like this. So what will be the orientation? Like this. So branch 5 is only in the direction, right? So branch 5, this is tie set 2. So branch 5 is 1. Then which are the other branches? 3 and 4. So they will be -1 and remaining are 0, right? So then finally we have tie set 6, right? So if you take this, so this direction 6 and 4 are in the same direction, right? So 6, 4 in same direction, so 1, other branch is 2 in opposite direction, others are 0. So this is what my F circuit matrix, but you have to draw in matrix form, right? So I'll draw it here. So it is denoted by B. It is 1, -1, -1, 0, 0, 0. This is 0, 0, -1, -1, 1, 0. 0, -1, 0, 1, 0, 1. Right? So this is what my fundamental circuit matrix or tie set matrix. Fine. So again what we do, we try to arrange it in the form of first trees and then twigs. So twigs are denoted by L or links. Sorry, first twigs and then links. Okay. So which are the trees branches here? Trees 2, 3, 4. Right. So if I name these branches 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I have to first write this 3. So I can write it here. So B equal to, what is it? -1, -1, 0. 0, -1, -1. -1, 0, 1. Right? And then if you see what we have, 2, 3, 4 done. Then we have 1, 5, 6. So 1, 5, 6, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1. So it will always be a unit matrix. So 1, 0, 0, you can directly write this. So if you are not getting this in exam, means you have done something wrong. So these are what? Twigs. These are links. So this is the standard format to write the B matrix. So next we have orthogonal relation between A and B. So what is A? It is reduced incidence matrix, right? So you should not forget these notations. So AA, what is A suffix A, it is complete incidence matrix. Complete incidence matrix you can remember as CID. Then only A is what? Reduced incidence matrix, right? RID. Then what we saw? Loop matrix or circuit matrix. So BA is what? Loop matrix or also called as circuit matrix. Then B is what? Fundamental circuit matrix or what? Tie-set matrix, right? So this is what we have seen so far. So there is a something called as orthogonal relationship between matrix A and B. Now for a linear graph, it can be proved that AA into BA transpose, it is always 0. Or the other way around, if you take transpose on both sides, BA into AA transpose is always 0. So this can be proved, right? So this is called as orthogonal relationship between A and B. And from this what we get? For the tree we get reduced incidence matrix and a tie-set matrix, right? So it can also be proved that if the tree is same, AB transpose equal to 0 or BA transpose equal to 0, right? So this shows the orthogonal relationship between A and B. So this can be helpful while solving problems. Okay, right? So let's see the last matrix. So it is called as cut set matrix. So let's see how to construct this. So this is considered a bit confusing by the students, so just be attentive. So again, I'll take our standard graph to explain. I'll not write the definition this time. If you want, you can refer the book. I'll tell you how to write the matrix. So let's see. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, our usual nodes. This is 1, 3, 5. In circular brackets, this is 2, this is 4, and this is 6, right? So this is our usual matrix. So we want to draw the cut set matrix for this, right? So first, what we did in tie sets, tie set matrix, we first drew the tie sets, wrote the tie sets. So in the same way, we'll write the cut sets here, right? So cut set 1. So cut set 1, first thing, what does it indicate? That I am using branch 1. So this is my branch 1, means I am cutting the branch 1 through the graph. That is what is meant by cut set 1. Now in how many ways I can cut? I can cut it like this, right? So which branches are cutting? 1, 2 and 6. So this is my cut set 1 branches. I can cut in 1, 3, 5 also. So this will be my cut set 1, right? Otherwise it can be 1, 3, 4, 6 also, right? So there are 3 cases of cut set 1. So any one you can take. So accordingly your answers will differ, right? So I am taking this part. So I am taking it in this way. This is what my 1, 3, 6, right? So correspondingly in this case I'll write the matrix. So these are my cut sets and I have branches. So how many branches are there again? There are 6 branches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So what is the matrix size? Columns are given by number of branches, and again cut sets are rows are number of cut sets. So cut set 1, right? So the value will be 1 if the orientation of the branches is same as those of the branch 1, right? And when it will be 0. So what branches I have? 1, 3 and 6, right? So I have 1, 2 and 6, right? So 1, 2 and 6 will be either 1 or minus 1, and rest will be 0, means 3, 4, 5 will be 0. So I can directly write here 0. So first we always write 0, right? Because it is simple. So now if you see, branch 1 is going away from node 1. Similarly, branch 2 and 6 are also going away. So they are in the same direction. So all are 1s. So next go to cut set 2, right? So this is my branch 2, right? So how can I cut it, right? So what you can do is always correspond the branch to the node. So branch 2 is this node 2. So you can cut it circularly. So always all the nodes will be corresponding to a cut set. So you can always correspond to them, right? So this is my node 2, it is cutting like this. What is it cutting? 2, 3, 4, right? So 2, 3, 4. Remember, I am writing cut set 2 even though I have taken node 2. The node 2 is not the nomenclature. The branch 2 is the nomenclature. I gave you a hint that all nodes will be cut set. Okay. So but this 2 should correspond to this 2. So orientation of 2 is where? Towards the node. So 4 is also towards the node. So 2 and 4 are 1 and 3 is away from the node. So 3 is minus 1. Right. So rest are 0. So then cut set 3 again corresponding to branch, right? So where is branch 3? Here. So we have already taken this as cut set. So next node for 3 is like this, right? So what is it? 1, 3, 5, right? So, but it is branch 3, so 3, 1, 5, right? So all are coming towards. So 3, 1, 5, rest are 0. This is cut set 3. So similarly cut set 4. So branch 4, right? So branch 4, this is already done. So this is remaining. So it will be 4, 5, 6. So 4, 5, 6. So first write zeros. So cut set 4, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3 are 0. So 4. So branch 4 is my giving my orientation away from node. So 4 and 5 are away. So this is 1. This is what? Minus 1, right? So then cut set 5. This is 5. So cut set 5 corresponds to 5th branch, right? So how can you cut this, right? So you can cut like this, but you have already taken 1, 3, 5. This is 3, 1, 5. So it is already done, right? So can you take 4, 5, 6 like this? No, 4, 5, 6 is already taken, right? So what you can do? So which options are gone? This is gone, this is gone. But you can go in which way? You can go like this. So 5, 2, 3, 6, right? So 5, 2, 3, 6 means 1 and 4 are 0. So 1 and 4, sorry, 1 and 4 are 0. So branch 5 is giving the orientation away from the node. So branch 5 should be 1, right? Branch 6 is going, so our node is 3. So branch 6 is going towards node 3. So opposite direction. So branch 6 is minus 1. Then branch 2 is also going towards, right? It is going towards node 3 from 2. So also minus 1, right? Then branch 3, it is going in the same direction towards 3. So it is plus 1, right? So then next cut set. So cut set 6. So corresponding to branch 6. So branch 6, this is my branch 6. So if you think over it, again this is done, but this is not done, right? So what is it? 6, 4, 3, 1. So I can write in ascending order. So 6, 1, 3, 1. So this I am continuing here. So this is cut set 6. So 6, 1, 3, 4. So 2, 5 are 0. So 2 and 5 I am writing in this way, right? So 6 should obviously be 1 because it is cut set 6. So 6 is going away from node 1. 1 is also going away. So 1 is 1. So then branch 3. So branch 3. So branch 3 is here. So it is going towards node 4. What about branch 6? It will go like this, right? So both are towards. So branch 3 is 1. Then branch 4. This is coming towards node, but this is going away. So this is minus 1, right? So then what will be our matrix? This will be our matrix. So it is denoted by what? It is denoted by QA. So that you can write. So this is what my cut set matrix, right? So then we have fundamental cut set matrix. Okay. So how to draw this? So again what we do is the same thing as tie set matrix. So how to find the F cut set matrix? So I'll take a new page. So again let's take a standard graph which we are usually taking. So this is my graph. So this is what? Unconnected graph. So I have 1, 3, 5, 2, 4, and this is 6. My nodes are 1, 2, 3, 4. This direction is opposite to what it is shown. Yeah. So this is my graph. So again, to draw the F cut set matrix, as for tie set, we draw the tree first, right? So again, it should satisfy all the properties of tree. So we have discussed this already. So this is 1, 2, 4. This is what? This is 2. This is 4. This is 3. Right? So now, how to draw the cut set matrix, right? So what I do? Step 1. No need of steps, but I'll just make it simpler. What you do, you remove any one twig. So what is the twig? The branches of the tree are called twigs. So I remove the twig number 2. So what will happen? It will divide the tree into two parts. How will it divide? I'll have this. Obviously, I'll have this. So this is 4. This is 3. And this is node 2, 3, 4. But I have one node also, right? This is my node here. Including the node, what is happening? It is getting divided into two parts, right? So what is the step 1? Remove the tree, right? So next what you do, you again draw it. So what will happen? So draw the tree in step 2. There is no need to draw this. This is just for understanding I am telling. So draw the tree and complete the graph. So it will look like this, right? So what happened in the step 1? So let me first draw the nodes 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 4, this is 3, this is 5, this is 1, this is 6, and this is 2, right? So what you did in step 1, you remove any one of the twig. So this is my twig remove, right? So what is it is doing? It is dividing the graph into two parts, tree into two parts, right? So what you do, you again put it, right? So when you again put it, these are all the dotted nodes, right? Right? So this will form the cut set. So how will it form the cut set? What is making this has become unconnected, right? So after drawing this twig and drawing these dotted lines, what is happening? What has helped in connecting the graph? Which thing has helped? Right? It got disconnected here, so branch 2 has helped obviously. Then it was disconnected here, so branch 1 has helped, and this has also connected, right? So branch 6 has helped, right? So even if branch 5 was not there, this is not helping in connecting, right? Because it was disconnected in this graph. So what is our F cut set? So it is called as, it is corresponding to branch 2 or twig 2, right? So it is called as F cut set 2. So it is given as, so I'll first write corresponding to that 2, I'll write first this 2. So what is it? 2, and the rest in ascending order 1, 6, right? Similarly, I can remove branch 4. First I'll write branch 3 in ascending order. So F cut set 3. So obviously it will be this. So 3, 1 and 5 will make it connected. So 1 and 5. So then F cut set, which branch? 4. So first I should have 4. So again which make it connected? 5 and 6. So 4, 5, 6. Right? So I will write the cut set matrix then. So I can write it here. So again F cut sets. So they are here. So again what will be the branch size? Sorry, branches. Number of columns will be given by number of branches, and number of F cut sets will give the number of rows. So this will be 3 rows because there are 3 F cut sets, and branches are 6 as usual for our standard graph, right? So 2, 1, 6 are there. So directly make them as 1. So 2, 1, 6, 1. Rest are 0. So then 3, 1, 5. So 3, 1, 5. Rest are 0. Then 4, 5, 6. So 4, 5, 6 is 1. Rest are 0. Right? So this is what our F cut set matrix. So it is denoted by Q. So what is it? 1 1 0 0 0 1, then 1 0 1 0 1 0 0 0 0 1 1 1. So this is what my F cut set matrix. But again we write it in the form of twigs and links. So Q equal to, so this is my 1 2 3 4 5 6 branch. What are my twigs? Twigs are 2 3 and 4, right? This was my tree. So 2 3 and 4 are my twigs, right? So I'll first write that matrix. So 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1. So what you observe, first we are getting the unit matrix now as opposed to the tie set matrix. Then 1 5 6. So 1 0 1 1 1 0 0 0 1. Right? Right. All are ones. There seems to be some mistake. F cut set 4. See, yeah. What is happening in F cut set 4? So this is my F cut set 4, right? So 4 is going away, 5 is going away. So direction of 4 gives the value of 1 or minus 1. 4 and 5 will have 1. 6 is coming opposite. So 6 will be minus 1. So this is minus 1. Fine. If you have a doubt, if I take F cut set 2. So this is 2, 6 and 1. All are going in same direction, right? So take the orientation of 2 as the reference. Right? So what is happening for Q? It is coming as U and then UL, right? So this is the form of matrix, right? Because Q, this is nothing but QT. So QT will always get a unit matrix, right? So then again we have what orthogonal relationship between B and Q. So it is given as BA QA transpose equal to 0 or QA BA transpose equal to 0. Similarly, B Q transpose is 0 or Q B transpose is 0. Right? So this is what the theory behind the matrices. Right? So next we have again relation between A, B and Q. Okay, so what is the relation? Actually, I don't think it is that much required for the exam. So if it is required, I'll take it. Else, I'll skip it. Okay. So we'll stop here.